What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Public Kirby Racing at Team PKR. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of a couple of boxes that we received from one of my folks on my team, Frank, also known as Julio on Facebook, or Frank on Discord, depending on how you know him. I'm getting us ready for the races in October. We were supposed to go last year in October, we couldn't, and then we were supposed to go in April and we couldn't. We're finally going to be able to go in October, debuting ourselves as a race team. And we also have at Tanboy as well. You find him on at Tanboy Industries or at Tanboy. You can find him on Discord, find him on YouTube as well. So he's also he's one of our racers on our team. So you'll see us out there in October, right? Definitely really excited to be out there. So anywho, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get to the unboxing and see the kind of goodies that I'll be working on, and that we will be debuting in October, right? So here we go. Let's see what we have here. All right, so these are just some of the goodies we have, right? So right now what we have is, this is one of my favorites right here, is we have a 54 millimeter horizontal Minarelli, right? This is going to be ran on a 46 stroke. It's going to be an RDM non-weighted crank, so the hardened crank. But you can see the exhaust on this thing, the transfers on this thing. This thing is a beast. So 54 millimeter by 46, we're looking at 105 cc. I'm looking at a KX100 for this engine right here. So we're looking at I think we're looking at around 20 horsepower. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't really like throwing like random numbers out there, and I don't have a dyno, and I don't really feel like paying to like send it to a small, like for example, to get everything dynoed. I know that like Trent Bikes bought some kind of dyno thing, so I might ask him what it was. I just don't know how accurate it is, but at the end of the day, this thing is really beefy. I'm not into going 80 miles an hour like Trent Bikes is and all that. I'm more into just building beefy engines, right? And then letting someone else have that fun. I'll definitely ride them and all that stuff, but I'm not really trying to go like that fast, right? That's not really I'm not really interested in any of that stuff. But I did, like I said, definitely want to show you guys what we're looking at here. So this is certainly a clean cylinder, so like I said, this is one that I'll be working on. I'll be cleaning up the transfers. I'll be doing some port work on it, and we'll definitely be debuting it at the races in October. And this here is the head for it. Here we got a custom Smolik head made for this. So man, I gotta tell you, Ethan and the Smolik family, they definitely have been huge to the industry. And I definitely without really knowing them, I definitely love that family, man. It's they do some big things. They've done some great things for us out here to be able to continue this hobby, and and continue to enjoy these things. And I know that they're working on making cranks for us, making circuit cranks for us, and some RDM isn't around. So huge shout out to Ethan Smolik and the Smolik crew out there for for keeping this hobby alive for us, But as you can see here, this here fits perfectly on this head. So on this jug. So this is going to be the head for this jug, man. And like I said, I'm super excited. That's going to be 105 cc's, 54 by 46, instead of about 20 horsepower ish. Shoot, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really care. I don't really know exactly without obviously getting a dyno, or even then, I could do torque times RPM, right? And kind of and then obviously divided by 52, and then kind of get an estimate of horsepower that way. But I heard somewhere that it was like 20 horsepower, so who knows, right? But anyways, that's that right there. So moving along to the next one here is we have the good old RMH Venom 80, right? So this is definitely one that needs to be cleaned up a lot. We'll be debuting this one as well. I'll be working on the porting on this one, looking at some numbers. I have a porting calculator that I'm going to be using, and getting, well, obviously with a degree wheel, and then getting it all nice and ported to that, and seeing and then hoping that it performs to those standards, right? But as you can see here, man, the transfers are just disgusting. You can't even see through them. So there's definitely some work that I got to do on it. But it'll be fun. You know, it'll be definitely be fun to get here and you know, import this and get some good performance out of this. I've heard like 60 miles or 55, 60 miles or something like that out of this from something that Wally put or something that I can't remember who put on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook, but somebody posted something on Discord, and you know, they said something about this thing going like 60 miles an hour or something like that. But so we'll see, man. You know, but I'm definitely excited to get this and just see what we can do with it, right? So there's that there. I think I need a head for that, or I have a head for that. I can't remember. But here's the bottom end, and to be quite honest, I love this case. I'm not gonna lie. Very similar to a 110 case in the sense of the transfers and all that, and just the width and all that, you know, and you know, that sort of thing here, the deck height and the deck space and all that. I actually own 2 BT cases myself, and I just am a huge fan of them. So this is going to be great to be able to build this here. I believe this is the standard 40 stroke. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Oilin 42 on here, right? I'll either get it from Smolnik or from Kelly, you know, either one, from Hybrid Power Bikes or from a Smolnik Performance, right? One of the two. But I believe this one needs to be on a 42 stroke. You know, for it to be able to get the performance out of it that we want, right? And then here's obviously the spacer for it as well, right? So this is going to be great, right? I'm definitely looking forward to also working on this and you know, debuting this in October as well. Excuse me. And then here we have a V-Force 4R 8 pedal reed. So definitely looking forward to running this. I've heard good things about this, and I've read good things about this, so I'm super excited about being able to put this. I believe we're putting this on the Venom, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. I got so many. I can't remember because we had some plans that we discussed last night when I was doing the unboxing with the team, and then but I forgot where that reed is supposed to go because I got some other stuff to show you guys. But anywho, I'm gonna put this back in this box. I'm gonna pause real quick, and then I'm gonna, you know, show you guys the other box that we have left. All right, guys. So here we are here with box number 2. Let's go ahead and show you here what we have. This one's going to be a bunch of miscellaneous stuff here, but I'm going to go ahead and go through a lot of these things here. So we have a clutch basket here that we got, you know, just to use this here obviously for build. I'm kind of interested. So I've heard some mixed reviews here about the SAF clutch, right? But I'm really interested in actually taking one of these and making it a 6 external spring clutch and just seeing how it works. I've heard some people say that like the SAF clutch had issues, you always had to adjust it so, you know, so often, this, that, and the other. But I want to try it for myself and see how it works, right? So I have plenty of baskets that I can use where I can make one of 3 and make one of 6, but I'm just gonna go straight for the 6, and then I'm gonna, you know, get 3 springs of one pressure, 3 springs of the other, obviously to do some offset, and then just see how that works just for the hell of it, because I'm really interested in the SAF clutch. I love the BTG clutch. I'm actually going to order like 5 or 6 of them because I want the engines that we're building. You know, they're all going to be pretty powerful, so I want them to be able to have a good clutch. But I just want to see if the SAF clutch could hold that as well, right? So I'm going to build that. All right. So the next thing we have here is a Smolnik timing plate. I've always wanted to have one of these. I've never gotten around to getting one, but definitely excited to try this out and you know, see how it works, right? Next thing we hear is we have a Wiseco piston. So this is I forgot what the hell is it supposed to go for again. I think it's supposed to go for the Venom. Yeah, it's supposed to be for the Venom, I believe. So these are going to be oil holes that I may potentially drill here, and then this is the window that it needs. Yeah, that's right, this is for the Venom. So this is the window that it needs, and then these are more oil holes, right? So this piston is a $110 piston. This is an amazing Wiseco racing piston, so that Venom 80 is going to be pretty legit. I'm excited for that build. I don't know what numbers, obviously it has stock in the sense of port timing and all that, and duration and all that, but once I find out, I'm going to make sure, using the calculator, that I do something cool, something good. Obviously then I make sure that I like max port it. I believe it might already be pre-honed. If it's not, I'll get it honed as well. But I definitely want to race port the crap out of that thing. Then I got a couple of bag of like just mixed accessories like nuts and bolts and that sort of thing. Got another one here. Then I got this piston here, some carb stuff here, and then I also got another. Whoops, let me not do it this way here. Let me do this here. Sorry, guys. Then in here, got another custom little reed, another custom 8-pedal reed setup here. I don't know what happened to the. Oh, I guess it's. Oh, I had the reeds in here somewhere. I don't know where they went. They must be in the box somewhere. But here's another. You guys can see here. This is a custom. Oh, here the reeds are right here. Sorry. Oh shucks. This is a custom 8-pedal reed setup here. Right. So this is pretty cool. As you can see, obviously it went in here and it just fell out, but it goes in here just like so. And there you have it, right? So definitely this is we're going to be using that for, I forgot what engine that goes on, but I'm definitely excited about that little custom. That was, oh, by the way, credit goes to @Tamboy Industries for this one here. He designed this and put this all together on his 3D printer, right? So big ups to Tamboy Industries on this one. All right, and then we got some spare pistons here. I forgot what size. I think these are for the 54mm. And then everyone's favorite, we got the MXS racing intake reed setup here. It's all spread out, so I don't have it all in one. I think like this is part of it. I think this is part of it, if I'm not mistaken. Here's some gaskets for it, and then I gotta find the rest of the parts. But we also have what might be, I believe this is a VM18, VM20, but it can also be used for a chainsaw carburetor as well, given the spacing on here, right? For a vertical, obviously, right? And here's a stock vertical Minarelli reed valve. And then here, beautiful, we have a PWK28, right? I love flat slide carbs. The PWK28 is an amazing carb. We have an engine specifically for this, so this beast is going to be used. This is going to rip. Let's see what else we have here. A variety of spark plugs that were sent as well, right? Got some more. We got a magneto in here and some more nuts and bolts. We got a magnet in here as well. Here we go. So the rest of the reed stuff is in here. I believe the rest of the MXS reed stuff is some of this here, this piece here, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go through everything here, but here's another reed here. This is obviously just 2 pedals, right? Here's another reed here that we have. I believe if this is for the MXS, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but these are chipped here, so we got to fix this here, right? But there's that there. And then the rest is just random, nuts and bolts, right? So definitely have a lot of reeds, a lot of reed valves. So we'll be having, obviously, between our Minarellis and our vertical, between our vertical and horizontal Minarellis, all this stuff will definitely come handy, right? So we have all this, we have this. I believe that's it. Yeah, yeah, that's it. So that's that for that. Listen, guys, I have something that's of a bit of a surprise, but let me do this here. Let me put all this stuff away, and then I'll come back and show you guys what I have next. All right, guys. So this is gonna be the best part of it all, right? This is gonna be a project that will take me about a year to complete. Okay, give or take. This is a prototype. We've seen something similar before. If you guys know about like F84 engineering, you know, he's currently like showing that triple build with the triple Avenger 85, right? And then before that, he showed like a twin build of I think dual fams or something like that, right? So let me show you what we have here. We have our own V-twin case here, right? This is currently a 45 by 45 spacing. Set up for, this is currently a 40 millimeter piston, but if you look there, you have enough meat to put a 47 in here, right? These cranks are 15 millimeter web cranks, so the Oilin 42 stroker fits in here beautifully, right? Right now, we don't know what we're going to do with this yet, right? Well, I take it back. Let me take that back. We've decided that we're going to do 50cc Minarellis, right? I believe it's vertical Minarellis that we're going to be doing. Yeah, vertical, sorry, because you can't do horizontal. So we're going to do 50cc vertical Minarellis, right? Strokers. But we may do something different. We may go dual liquid cooled, right? 50cc dual liquid cooled engines. There's some work that needs to be done on the case, you know, in order for us to be able to really get to what we want to get to, right? But most of the work that needs to be done is really like on the deck and the transfers, that sort of thing, widening the transfers, allowing us to widen the deck, allowing us to really get the stud spacing that we want, that sort of thing, right? But as you can see here, this is amazing. Right now, it won't turn over. It's stuck, so I have to take it apart. It's all motor sealed. We'll have to try to use my trick of the blade to take it apart. If that doesn't work, I can heat this all up, and then we can just take it apart that way, right? But you can see here, there's your deck for that one there, and then there's your deck for that one there, right? So the holes do need to be filled in, and we need to go ahead and re-drill them, re-tap them, that whole thing, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this to obviously to a shop to go ahead and do all that. But see here, you have your sprocket here, right? Your engine sprocket here is 10 tooth, and then you have your magneto and your your stator and your magnet over here and over here, right? And then on this side, you're gonna have your bevel gears over here, and then you're gonna have your one large gear here. So there's definitely going to be a lot of R&D involved, just in the sense of we need to figure out what gear will be able to handle the torque and all of that from two small gears, right? So it's not so much like, hey, can the clutch handle the power, right? Because the BTG can handle that. That's not a problem, right? But again, the problem is more going to be, can the gear handle these two here, right? So, which I think it can, but that was just something that was brought up to me, right? To basically just kind of consider when doing all of this. So this is Team PKR, Papa Kirby Racing. Like, we're here, we're a new team, you know, we're a new racing team. We're going to be doing R&D. We're going to be coming out with prototypes. We're going to be coming out with new things. You know, we're not obviously here to compete with Small. Like, I'm not interested in that, dude. They're a great family. They do great things. I just want to come out with things that we don't have, right? And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something different. So just subscribe, like, watch, right? Because you're gonna see some great things on this channel as time goes on. We have a lot of great builds coming. As you saw there, you saw the 54 millimeter. You saw the Venom 80. We're also debuting a Hyper Race Piaggio, and we're also going to be debuting the Stroker Falcon 911 as well, right? So those are the 4 engines that you'll see us debuting in October. Again, it'll be myself, Papa Kirby, it'll be Tamboy Industries, it'll be Frank or Julio, however you know him, and then it'll also be my son as well. He's not on Discord or Facebook, but it'll just be my son as well. So that's it, guys. That's the unboxing for the goodies that we have so far right now. There's still 2 more boxes that are coming on Monday, so I'll do a part 2 unboxing then, but this is what we have right now. So again, like, subscribe. We're gonna do some crazy things here in the motorized bike game, y'all. Tune in for the next episode. See y'all next time.